Hi, I'm Evie.
Hi, I'm Ray, and welcome to the Pantheon of M. So, Evie, what is our show for this week?
Our show for this week is Daredevil.
Season 1.
Yes.
Netflix. This is our first venture to Netflix.
Yeah.
So this is probably one of the better shows, I think, coming out of Netflix, to be perfectly honest.
Definitely.
Let's talk about it.
Well, this series starts when we meet Matt Murdock.
Matt Murdock.
As a kid, loses his father, who's a boxer.
Yeah.
And somebody steps into his life, teaching him how to box, and another guy who's a priest who sort of guides him and shows him how to be a man, who actually becomes a lawyer. And he learns that there are bad people, and it's about him trying just to survive in a place called Hell's Kitchen, which is not good.
No, but it is a district. It's an actual district of New York City.
Yes, definitely.
And there's always been known as being even it's in the name, Hell's Kitchen. Not to confuse it with the Cook show.
Right.
But yeah, it's gritty. It's New York City is an actual character in this thing, which is like close to the Frank Miller's adaptation, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And you have the ninja suit.
Yeah.
For primarily all of the series until the last episode, which was called Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at first he's just wearing like a pantyhose on his head and the black
No,
suit.
well, that's what they call the ninja suit because it's in black.
Yeah, I know.
The pantyhose.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's quite all right. But that was the Frank Miller's interpretation of it, and then you have it's basically Man Without Fear.
Pretty much, yeah.
And Guardian Devil, that was the Joe Quesada like concepts.
Yeah.
Even some of the visual artworks, like some of the shots in the drawings, really play onto this.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. The first half, for me, plays like a crime drama, something like Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. Like the whole story. Yeah. Right before you get to episode 7, which was Stick.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a really, really gritty and just very well crafted crime drama.
Yeah, exactly.
And about this man's struggle of both the law and Catholicism, and is trying to find a balance of that and to do what's right.
Right.
We don't even see Fisk until episode 3, and he's at the end of episode 3. Which is true. Like wow. Ben Urich's character, Curtis Van Hall, is in episode 3 as well. So it just tells you that it's not focus on one particular character at any given time. Because your favorite scene is what? The hallway scene, right?
I liked Fisk at the end.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, Fisk at the end fighting Murdock.
Murdock?
Yeah.
Yeah, because because it all culminates to that point. Just binged this whole thing in the last week or so.
Right.
And I really enjoyed it the second time around because now I'm seeing so much more, which is something you hear all the time, but you really do because it's 13 episodes and nothing feels like fat. Nothing is wasted. Everything is geared to something. And then with hindsight being 30/30 or 20/20, what it is, you see, this is setting up, Madame Gao. This is the character of Nobu. Because when I first saw it, it didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, who are these people? What's their roles are?
That's true.
And from watching the series and other shows like Jessica Jones, like where these guys come into play. And they're recurring characters. Yeah. And you have characters like Wesley and Karen Page. Yeah. That the final scene with those two is just it's gripping, and everything you're seeing comes back. Everything is setting up.
That's true.
So if you question anything, there is a payoff.
Sure.
Now some things, because they build so much from this 13 episodes, that's why nothing felt wasted. There was nothing wasted at all.
Right.
Even when I first saw this, my initial reactions were, okay, this is not boring, but I'm like, okay, I Why am I? Should I care?
Yeah.
You know, like real like Nobu. They burn Nobu. You know, so I know they burned Nobu. But the thing is, and this goes back to the idea of him, like, you know, like, I don't kill. Well, he killed Nobu, right?
Yeah.
But Nobu doesn't die. Like, his character comes back in season 2, and he hangs Nobu.
Yeah.
And then Nobu comes back again. It's like, you know, in the Defenders. So like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So like, not to make light of it, but like, there's a lot to this that when when you first watch it, you're not gonna get, obviously, but there is, everything has a payoff, and if you this episode, every episode goes so fast, even when it's more flashbacks, like Nelson versus Murdoch, which is basically a look of how they became friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Juxtaposed to how their friendship is eroding.
Right.
At the same speed.
For sure.
You know, so the dramatic beats are phenomenal in this one. The crime drama with Ben Urich, his character his impression of the character lasts throughout all 3 seasons. You know, so you know, and how it affects Karen's character, and the development of Karen's history. Because you always remember, like, okay, she has a history, but you don't know what it is. Right? It gets revealed a little bit in number 2, and then fully fleshed out in 3.
Right.
You know, Fisk, you know, he views himself as a hero. He comes to the revelation that he is the villain of his own story.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's just there's so many things that's given to you, and even the rabbit in the snow, what it represents, and what it does to him, keep him calm and centered. All of it, like, there's everything, both symbolically for art. The look of things is done for a reason, you know. Even when everything, I'm going technical here, but like, whenever you see a yellow background, like a yellow lighting, it's like cowardness. Like when Karen is running away from being attacked, like this, it's yellow. When it's it's just, there's when he's boxing in the pilot episode, like he's boxing at the end, and all, like, crime is ever present, and there's nothing he can do, and he's basically at the whims of fate, as it what may be. And I just like the way lighting is used. I just like the way the visual effects are used, and it's just, there's so much I like from this. And then I know one of your favorite scenes is the fight scene in the quarter for he goes after the Russians.
Yeah.
It's one of the best choreographed, like, single camera long shots you've ever seen, next to like a martial arts film. Yeah, definitely. This is like a phenomenal film, and even the story behind that is just, and that's episode 2.
I know.
That's episode 2, and then we go, well, how do you top that? You have in episode 5, you have a 360 camera in a cab, like, captures everything. You know?
I know.
You know, it's like, and you have the sounds cutting in and out of being inside of a cab or outside of the cab. There are so many things that you're seeing, and you're capturing everything from a perspective.
Right.
It's just done so well in a tight little alley.
Oh,
so from a cinematic point of view, you're getting so they're outdoing themselves technically, and in terms of story, it's going deeper and deeper into the story. Definitely. And that's why I say the Christopher Nolan kind of concept, because Dark Knight is, to me, is a brilliant crime drama.
Right.
It just so happens Batman happens to be in it. Like, realistically, it works well even without a character like Batman, in my opinion. So that's how well this series, season 1, worked for me. You know, and then of course when things start to, like, really come undone, like the untimely demise of Anatoly with the car door. Wow. You know, and then how Daredevil was framed for that one. Yeah. You know, Ben, and when Ben speaks to Fisk one-on-one in his apartment, how that goes. Yeah. You know, there's so much that goes on, and it's of course Naboo, his fate. You know. Nobu. Yeah. He. It's even that fight, like the ninjas fighting and everything. It's just amazing, and meeting him Stick and how he treats him. There's a lot that goes on. You know, any favorite episodes that come out? Anything that stands out for you as being a great episode, or that's most memorable towards you?
In the second series, in the second season 2.
No, season 1. Oh, we gotta keep this as season 1. We can't. We gotta save the good stuff for later on.
Okay.
Season 1. Like, what is your highlight episode?
I guess Wilson Fisk, and he wants to be a good man, but I guess Hell's Kitchen kind of made him hard and cold,
Yeah.
and love showing up in the form of Victoria.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, so it's possible, so he is a nice guy, but stuff happened to him. So he's, so he's torn.
Yeah. In the beginning, you really can't delineate Murdoch and Fisk too much. They both have the same ideals.
Sure.
They go about it differently.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, but like they help their city. They love their city.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in their own little way.
Exactly.
It is one of the better episodes. I mean, at the time there were I think 15 other superhero shows on the network, including the CW as well as Freeform and and this was probably standout of its time. This includes all not Smallville, but all those shows,
right.
Arrow and Flash,
right,
and those shows. So for me, it's just so much more. There's so much. There's so much. It was fulfilling, not just action but drama and storytelling. So for me, that was it.
Okay.
How would you rate this movie? Series. Sorry.
I would say an 8.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give this a solid 9.5.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I give this a 9 because it's. I'm sure they could have done more, or the budget was limited. But even though the budget being limited, it's a guy who fights martial arts. There's no there's no need for a superpower. It's
true.
It's all grounded.
True.
And yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do agree with you. Thinking honestly, 9.5.
Yeah, because what handicaps Iron Fist and Jessica Jones is that they have to have these super strength and powers.
That's true.
And Jones just pulls a lock from a door. That's just a gimmick.
I know.
Strength. So whereas with Daredevil, he's actually doing what you're seeing.
True.
You're seeing the cool fighting.
True.
So yeah.
True.
Yeah, and you actually you get to see the world on fire for one glimpse of a scene.
I know.
In episode 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
So that I liked it. So
cool.
No, sorry, episode 5, episode World on Fire.
Okay. So
and feel free to leave us a comment in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Mm-hmm. And with that in mind, I'm not sure what's out next week, but we'll be back next week for sure with a brand new show and a different story, a different character review. So from the Pantheon,
I'm Evie.
I'm Ray, and we'll talk to you later.
Next time.